Okay, this is on the Andersen job, number 55898. Installed on 729 and 30 by Jason. So they do have a walkout in the basement on the east side with cement stairs coming down. The ACs are on this side. So we're replacing this furnace. He's getting rid of these two water heaters, and we are putting in a tankless water heater on this back wall. Two plumbers are scheduled there. I forget the date, but it's probably the first day you are. But I have your cut line for your supply right there. Cut line for your return is right there. And then right there, right there. And then 1 inch up the back wall. So here I have remove and trash this piece of duct here. So you're going to take this out and you're going to reuse this, but you're going to move this to here. And then I just made you a new piece of duct that's bigger for right there, so I can get the starting collar the way I want to. But while you have this out, I made you some vanes, so put vanes in this 90. Your new furnace will be 6 inches off this wall. That'll make it so we can have a 4-inch starting collar on that. So your furnace will sit on a 10-inch base. Duct as it shows. I gave you a canvas here. Gonna have to cut 1 inch off that canvas, and sorry for your probe. Just gonna have to stick it through and make it work there. And then this is the duct that you're gonna put off on the front in place of that reducer. I made it 12.5 inches long. This is the top view. And I think you should be able to just put it in there and then slide it in. So I'm not giving you a canvas. You can always unscrew it and kind of pull the 90 aside a little bit if you can't get it in. But anyway, okay, 5-inch white filter box, 25 by 29, and 12 by 28 duct, just as it shows. And then transitions. So up here, where these flues go through, when you cut them, I just made you a sleeve to go put around these flues and seal it, and then put the panning. I made you a 12 by 12 patch to put that back up. But you're also going to remove this B-vent up through and then cap it. So I'll order you a 4-inch B-vent cap for that, but patch the top. I don't know what's going on in there, but we want to seal it. So that's your 12 by 12 patch and a sleeve. Okay. And then I stopped the duct just short of these 90s, so it actually comes to right there. So your 1 inch out will be right before the 90s. Anyway, so combustion air. So we don't need combustion air in this room anymore. So we're going to take this out and break it back over to here and then cap it. I'll give you a 6-inch drip cap. We're doing it back there so we can get flues through. We also need to, okay, so combustion air cap. Your vent, for the furnace vent, you're going to tie onto the existing 3-inch PVCs. for the water heater flues, water heater is going to be sitting on this side, so two 2-inch PVCs come up and then hop up here, and the homeowner cut this stuff out for us. So 2-inch PVC flues, and maybe need to cut out a little bit more here. This wire is just for pulling purposes for us, FYI. But anyway, so flues, and then out next to the air conditioner. You can see our line set right here. We are going to be running a new line set. We don't want our flues to come out right behind our air conditioner. And right now the disconnect is behind. We have enough room, so let's just scoot the air conditioner over where needed. But we are going to run a new line set as well, because this one got a hole in it somewhere. And then we're going to put a flat termination on the flues. Okay. On the gas, let's see, vent. Yeah. So on the gas, I wrote, see other paper. So I wrote a gas diagram. So this is the existing 1-inch pipe. So you're going to take out all this 1-inch pipe here, and that 90, put on a 1-inch coupling, and then run 1-inch pipe to the back, 1-inch 90 down, 1-inch 90 down, 4-inch nipple, then a 90 with a 10-inch, so it's going to come down, 90, 10-inch nipple, then it should come down right here. And a new drop, which is going to be 55-inch drop. And then I'll just leave this to you. So 1 3/4 T with a 3/4 close and a cock. I'll write down, bring 3/4 inch nipple tray. But then 3/4 close, and then a 3/4 cock and drip leg, and then 1/2 inch by 30 from there up with the 90, then a flex to the furnace. I will order a high volume gas flex 3/4 for the water heater, gas as well. Okay, so just so you know, our new furnace will sit it's just going to overhang this drain just like 1/2 inch or so, our return air drop. But okay, so AC, so replace the full line set, don't block the disconnect, new big pad, reuse the existing disconnect, existing 40 amp breaker in the outdoor panel is okay. Drain just to the floor, standard order. I don't know what the plumber needs for his drain, if there even is one, but I'm sure you can figure that out. Thermostat, S40 thermostat. So looks like you have a 2-wire going out to your AC unit, so you probably need to pull a new another 2-wire out with it. Return air, so right here I have some U-shaped duct with 2 end caps. So gonna add from this joist over to this joist. The homeowner is gonna move this outlet over, and he's also gonna move an outlet, put in an outlet for the water heater. He does electrical, so. But anyway, he's going to move this over to the side of the stud. So you can put your U-shaped duct. And it'll come up to about here. And just put a 12-inch round up. Lance says on the drop, I'm wondering if you can, once you get this open, see if it's all open right there. If not, you know, just tap it into the side of the drop. And then put a 30x8 flat grill low above the baseboard. Power, gonna reuse. I'll give you 2 box connectors. And I'm gonna write down all the water heater parts, materials that Lance put on the list. And let's go out and look at the AC. Okay, so here's a gate to the front. And so you can probably just open the gate and back your truck up to here, and you have a walkout basement right there. But the ACs are on the other side of the house. I debated on going out the combustion air with the flues. Problem is, the combustion air is out under the eave, right under their back door. So that's why I decided to put it over here. So, you know, here's your line set. You're going to have a new line set. Might even be able to put your flues right here and use the line set hole for the other flue. And then just drill a new line set hole and put your AC unit right here. Reuse the existing disconnect. Unless you, yeah, that's probably what I would do. I'll give you a new big pad. The breaker is in this panel, 40, and that's it.